So welcome, everyone. This is the last round 3 set. There's 4 rounds in this bronze bracket. Thanks again, everyone who's been watching, supporting, and it's so cool to read the comments every day on YouTube of people just ready for the content. Target was the 1 seed in this group, and Target was in gold before. So just like Say My Name and some others, he was relegated. But opportunity to get back, and because he's already been there, is seen as the favorite here. Now, I haven't seen a lot of games from Target recently, but the thing about Target is he's really solid. He's not the fastest player ever. He's just really, really smooth with his builds. And he should know exactly what type of player Gabby is. Gabby is kind of the opposite. This doesn't mean Gabby doesn't have good build orders, but Gabby is like crazy aggressive. She loves to make it messy. She loves man-at-arms. She loves towers. She loves forwards. Gabby, especially in tournaments, is crazy aggressive. I would say Gabby embodies tournament energy. And by that, I mean there's going to be nerves here. There's going to be pressure. And her style it makes that even worse. So would be a series where maybe you see the idle TCs a little bit higher for a player, and still they can get away with it because Gabby can do a lot of damage. And yes, I'm saying she is the best female player in the game. There's not many at the high level. Gabby's been around a really long time. She's also been the most consistent. There was actually Gookie. Gookie's a Mexican player who's also like 16 or 17. And Gookie has basically stopped playing the game, but she did have a run last Titans League. I think there was, there's more to talk about there potentially. So, Tuville's coming from Target, who's gone for the Huns. And Tuville's going into the middle is a really smart move. You either send 2 Vills so that starting scout can't snipe, or you go for 1 Vill and you just get Loom. Now, if Target sees this, the Target's getting really close to this. If Target sees this, Target could actually try and deny this. I mean, you're this close. You could Q Loom right now and you could consider this. And Gabby is not expecting this at all. Gabby is pushing in her deer, and her dock is just denied right now. So already, I don't think that was Target's plan, but Target's like, all right, I'll do that. Denies the dock. That villager just runs away. Gabby is still pushing in her deer right now. And she's going to bring 2 villagers, and she's going to try and get back to that. Target is getting Loom right now. Gabby just needs to finish this dock, and then she could actually leave if she wants. But Target could try and Vill fight this and try and deny this now. The scout is not here for Gabby yet. If I'm Gabby... Well, if I'm Gabby, I'd probably fight it, but I'm not Gabby. If I was playing in Gabby's position, I would just finish my dock real quick. But now this gets awkward. You can't quick wall easily. That villager's exposed. Dock is at 80%. And Target at least wants a villager kill out of this. Really nice start for Target. The dock completes for Gabby, but not what Gabby would have wanted. Also, Gabby lost a villager to a boar, guys. Gabby lost a villager to a rhino behind the scenes here. I don't know where or I don't know when, but I'm just looking at the deaths right now. So because of all of that, she made a pretty big mistake. Target doesn't know it. But that means, like, Target is up 2 Vills, and Target also has the fishing ships out earlier. That's a really good start for Target. And, I mean, especially with the recent changes, guys, where you could just kill your boar with your TC and there's no downside. I gotta be critical and just say that really shouldn't be happening. Obviously, she knows that. But we talked about the nerves. We talked about the tournament energy. Maybe that's some of it right there. A Target should have a little bit more time to get some army out before the eventual man-at-arms come forward, if that is the play for Gabby. But Target, really strong start. And I cannot stress to you how nice it is to have Game 1 out of the way as a victory. Oh, man, is it so good. Like, it takes pressure off of you and allows you to think more freely and be okay with any mistakes. Game number 2, you make a mistake and you've already lost the first game, things can snowball on you very, very quickly. So Gabby's obviously going to be delayed to Feudal Age because of this start. She did end up killing the scout from Target, I suppose, which is a positive because Target can't see what Gabby's doing. And Target's going to gold. So this will most likely be for a couple fire galleys. But also probably for archers. I think Target's homework will have told him that Gabby is going to try man-at-arms. And there is the forward barracks. This is just typical Gabby. Forward barracks, sees the wood line, ready to go crazy here. And yeah, she'll see that wood line. She'll be like, oh, that's perfect for me. Still only one Vil, though. There's another Vil coming. Honestly, Gabby's economy is not looking too sharp right now. Maybe needs to take the deer. Like, the food eco isn't actually going to be there for a lot of man-at-arms. These are not looking super efficient right now. The target will go for the range immediately. We might even see a really early town watch from target. If you don't have the scout, that's smart. Remember, you can't, like, panic house wall or anything with this civ. No houses is a bonus, but it can actually hurt you here if you're about to be attacked. Gabby sees the gold now. And Gabby might end up finding these llamas as well. But this feels like a no eco upgrade game for Gabby for a little while. The target already coming out with a couple fire galleys here. There's no hole here yet. There's still that whole tree that needs to be chopped, but obviously that could be a hole at some point. Gabby wants a tower. This is what she does. So the man-at-arms are maybe going to head to the golds. This is really quiet right now for target. He does not know what's up. Gabby should try and take the archers and the spearmen away from where the man-at-arms are going to go. Okay, see, that was there's the barrack spotted, but also a house foundation that was deleted. Gabby's going for the archer range behind. Target does not know where, like, what is coming here. He needs to preemptively wall, and Gabby made a slight mistake just sitting there. Let target know this needed to be walled up, but you can't house wall, and the scout is actually here to block, even though it's weak, and Gabby's going to get some reward here. I mean, the scout is really weak. Gabby doesn't end up getting any kills. Fishing ships are going to go down. Feels like target is going to win water, even against the Japanese, which is crazy. Now we have a defensive tower from Gabby. We have a defensive archer range, but she is housed right now. This is going to be crazy messy, guys. This is like way more so than I was even expecting. Like, Gabby, already a minute of idle TC time. Target now a minute of idle TC time because he hasn't transitioned into farms. Like, look at this. We got Vils over here. We got archers over here. This is complete chaos already. KD is good for target. But, like, how good are his resources going to be? Does get the tower up. Gabby's archer needs to be pulled away real quick. And Gabby could consider coming back on water with a demo or something. But this is just all about the man-at-arm. All about the archer micro. That archer went down. I mean, credit to her. She's sending it. And the pressure is kind of added up because target is 2 minutes of idle TC. So high. I'm so happy that my intro matched the game. You know, I'm not going to take too much credit for it because I feel like this is one of the more predictable ones. But this is exactly what we're talking about. Just so much chaos, so much craziness. And Gabby's villagers are going to hang around too. This might be a full Feudal Age game from her. I've seen this. I think something target could consider is maybe getting out to the stone and just planning around a tower on your gold too. Because you've got the tower here, which protects the berries in the wood. Against Gabby, you might want more than that. Man-at-arms are almost dead here. Archer did get sniped. Neither player has fletching. And this little counterattack army from target has essentially done nothing. Gabby does have some army at home. She's starting to place mills around on the extra hunt. But target's in a much better economic position. More workers, more farms, double bid axes in. More military units as well. Has the fish. The fish are almost gone, but still, that has been a lot of nice food income. And fletching will come in pretty quickly as a result. And Gabby would have wanted more damage than this. Hasn't killed any economic units. Villagers are still over here. But she's got, like, the forward range to manage. Also, guys, she just sent an archer into this. So what that was, she selected her archer ranges together. And she told a unit to come home because of an attack. And it ran into the fires. So it's kind of understandable how that happens, but just super messy. She's going to need to settle down here, man. But it's a little too late now. She is focused to the max on the aggression. Will she be able to hit this gold. I think that's the one thing for Target. Like, everything else is looking, like, pretty good. Just the fact this gold is exposed. There's an army here, though. Maybe Target will build a market. Maybe just buy a tower for this gold. Because if you tower this, you can actually counterattack then. Oh, we already do have a counterattack here from Target. The Target lost the scout early, so it doesn't know exactly where Gabby's resources are set up. But the archers haven't been spotted yet. And here, Gabby could maybe snipe this archer if she turns around. She's dropping a market now to balance out an eco that she knows should be more balanced than this. And the archers get the nice block there. Target with the kill. And Target could get to the wood line too. And Gabby needs more army here. This is so good for Target. So good. Another villager's going to get sniped. And it's still defended at home. Even if you lose these archers, they've already paid for themselves. That's going to be 3 villager kills from those 3 archers. Tower's still up. Castle Age is on the way for Target. Target's showing why he was gold before. Just able to relax under the pressure. Had that really nice move at the start, which is why Gabby lost the villager to the Rhino. Also, Archer's still microing here. Is Target going to get another one? Damn, that's crazy. We just caught the tail end of that. Oh, what? Wait, what? Hold up. Did that archer not hit him? Did the arrow go between its legs? Okay, it gets one final shot. And it goes... Well, it missed him. Okay, well, archer's dead. Still really good for Target. Skirmishers and archers fighting here. Skirms have armor, so if you just play skirms right now, Target should be completely fine. He is actually playing archers. And he's also only on 1 range. And hold up a second. I mean, Gabby knows she needs to be aggressive. She's going to build a tower here now. Archer has killed the villager on the golds. Gabby's still protecting this. Target's army count is really low. And things are going to get messy. Target's attacking the archer range here. Gabby will have an archer nearby to harass. Gabby getting some good harassment in. Target almost in Castle Age, though. Even with just knights. With just knights, he could probably just win this game. I mean, 2 knights are out, and then all the Feudal Age armies down. Gabby deleted her tower. So she got some stone back. But Gabby's not even close to clicking up. Engagements haven't been good enough. Eco hasn't been good enough. Target does not have a stable, though. And is temporarily pushed off of this gold. And Gabby should lose another archer here. Almost loses another archer to the fire galleys. Target's going to try and move forward now. He doesn't really have a big army right now, but the eco's still fine. That's a TC that should complete. Very much needed a wood line. Skirms for Target have Bodkin Arrow. And the fact that he's off gold kind of hurts, but this is still actually okay. Counterattack. It's the smallest counterattack we'll see today, but it is still a counterattacking army with Bodkin Arrow. And they want the villager snipes, and they get it. That's been so smart from Target. He's been under a lot of pressure, but he's always had multiple counterattacks on his mind. And the micro's been really good here. Really good. Another villager snipe. And Gabby's just like, please, 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 let me get to Castle Age game. Oh. She's so close to clicking up. And she's not going to have very big army, though, when she gets there. It's still, like, Target's got some work to do to balance this out a little bit. But it should be fairly easy for him to do so. Villagers are back on the gold now. And the main thing I was surprised that we didn't see him add was just a stable. A stable for a night or two. You just clear up the group every single time. Where is this coming from? I guess this is coming from this range. Gabby will do this to you. She doesn't give up. And she will always sneak another army into your eco. And that is a good position for the archers, too. The Target's bringing the skirmishers back now. Target still has not locked down that gold. And Gabby's like, I could do this even if I'm in Feudal Age. 2 villagers sniped. She's completely untouched at home because the army's no longer going forward. I guess there is a cav archer here, so maybe not completely. Kills 3 villagers with those archers and now runs away. And now all the skirms have to chase. But this also got cleared up, so... That was a good raid. That was a necessary raid from Gabby. Rough start. Dock was denied. Lost the villager at the dock. Lost a villager to a boar. I see some Twitch chatters asking questions. That's the synopsis of the Dark Age. So she's been behind in that way. Still does feel like she can give it one more go. I mean, we're 70 seconds away from her being in Castle Age. She's got a lot of skirms. Eco has seen better days, but it's not horrible. And there's not a lot of army coming. Like, Target is reacting to her raids all the time. And not really able to focus on moving forward at the moment. Yeah, fish trap in the middle of the pond is what players will do so that melee units can't snipe their fish traps. And range units can't snipe it as easily. You have to bait the opponent's army into the water a bit more. Otherwise, they can stand on the shoreline and shoot the fish traps. So I actually like that play. People are going to think this looks weird, but I think this is well thought out. Otherwise, the fish traps can just get sniped easier. Man, I think if Target can just get a TC down on this gold, he's flying. But look at this from Target's position. Everywhere you look, there's red buildings. So you patrol forward, and you just run into a Gabby building every direction you go. And Gabby's going to get elite skirms. She has 16 skirms. She has a lot of skirms. She also knows she's behind, so, like, she's going to go even crazier here. Still no eco upgrades for her. I mean, I think Target could have some issues. He's trying to play cav archers. We haven't seen any siege yet. I don't think he realizes just how much army Gabby's going to have. But Gabby does have these vills. Knowing her, she'll probably build a siege workshop. There it is. These vills are still just taking hunt. But here comes Gabby to the wood line. Target's going to be under some big pressure here. Gabby will kill villagers significantly faster than he has been. And Gabby still has this range. She hops out of the range. She kills the monk. Look at how awkward this is for Target. Target needs siege now. He wanted ballistics for his skirms. Is going to go for that. There's the siege workshop. But I mean, that is a big target for Gabby. Ironically, she shouldn't be siege pushing from this side. This is so... the siege should be in the middle. Counter raid from Target. Target did kill 2 villagers with these cav archers. Gabby will need some skirms there. But this TC is so nice. This TC actually protects the gold now for Target. So again, like, should be fine. But you could just tell that if Gabby wasn't so far behind, that her micro could make a difference here. Her consistent army production and pressure could make a difference here. There's skirm v skirm over here. She can micro really well. She has ballistics now. The cav archers move out for another counterattack. They get found by this army. Target is really struggling under the pressure right now. Gabby is holding on. These cav archers get shooed away. Again, she does have siege that's going to come from up here. I don't love the position because, again, if Target adds a stable at any point, can just snipe the siege. But it doesn't feel like Target's going to do that, is he? She's already gone 2 different archer ranges in different positions. Maybe a siege workshop here could work as well. There's the siege. Gabby needs to see that. Gabby can't be losing any army right now. She's 15, 20 villagers behind. Is waiting with this siege push. Imagine the panic for Target when he's got the armies over here to look at, and then he also gets siege push from the back of his base. It's going to feel so random. Nah, there's no time for eco upgrades. Gabby's too focused, guys. She doesn't even know. She's not. That's not on her mind. Kill, 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 kill is her thought process. She's waiting. She's also waiting to add a monk in case, because she knows knights could come eventually. Skirmisher. The wood line's going to make it awkward for these units to move around here. That is 2 mangonels now, so maybe the skirms can't really go that direction much longer. Would be wild if Target goes over to this stone right now. Target might be like, I need a defensive castle, and sends a bunch of vills there. Here comes Gabby with the siege now. Right when Target starts to stabilize a little. Now the siege is going to come in. You should take the villagers first, probably. He has no clue. This feels so random. Is she going to hit the gold? That's interesting. I would just take the TC. Hitting the gold is pretty epic, especially if this isn't noticed. Target's going to be like, what? Why are there mangonels in the back of my base? The other skirmishers are looping around to the right side, by the way. So Target kind of rolling forward, looking for them. Now he needs to look into the back of his base. These skirms are on the left side, denying 2 more archery ranges and killing more villagers. Gabby is giving herself some chances here, guys. Skirms are going to kill the monk. Siege micro needs to be on point, though, and they trade 1 for 1. It's really hard for Gabby. There's a lot of siege around for Target. Both players just moving right now. No one firing. Okay. And Target's still moving. I think Target's going to have some issues here because like he's got to clear up the left. He's got to go for the siege here. And then these skirms are going to come out and they're going to clear this. There's more skirms. And look, the knight comes out, but the monk is there to convert. You can't engage there if you're Target. Not easily anyways, unless you snipe that monk. And then the skirms are still over here. Gabby's 30 vills behind, but she's 3 TCs, and Target might not realize just how good a position he has. The cav archers, though, go for the monk. The cav archers get the monk. And that's worth it, especially if you get the vills as well. The Target should be able to take the mangonel now. Target can take the vill. And Gabby has more army coming from this archer range, though. Crazy. So more villagers will get sniped. More harassment. More awkward times for Target. Who you can tell is just struggling to keep up with how aggressive she is right now. This push is probably dead. But that does take a lot of the focus from Target away from where he needs it. And Gabby is getting a bit of a groove going. And she's going to make cav archers. Cav archers are a lot faster than skirms. Messy, 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 messy game here. Target needs to win this one. You lose this game, especially when you've had the lead pretty much the whole time, that is going to affect you big time. But I like the idea. Just still stay patient. Fix your eco. I'd like to see knights, like I said, in some key areas. Oh, God. The cav archer counterattack ran into a TC. So much multitasking is needed. He didn't know a TC was there, obviously. And Gabby has her own CA now, adding more ranges at home. Target 20 vill lead. Can he win this game? Feels like if he gets a castle down, even Tarkins could be an option. He will still be focusing on taking down that. And he's also taking this down too. Taking that range down is big. He's just clearing out all the buildings that he's patrolling into. But Gabby's going to mainly be playing from home now. The skirmishers are just randomly over here from Gabby, but she'll find more cav archers the Target's trying to counterattack with. Would be a good time for an eco upgrade, Gabby. A great time for an eco upgrade. It's kind of crazy how low the eco upgrades are for both right now. But that's Gabby, man. She especially in tourneys, is just crazy like this. When you're under a lot of stress and pressure, it's easy to forget them. Well, Target has 5 mangonels that can all advance forward now. Maybe it will still have some over here, but as he places another TC. But Gabby spotted those cav archers there with that outpost. Ooh, and Gabby's dropping a defensive castle because the siege is an issue. She does have CA and she does have skirms here, but Target could always get away. Target will see he's spotted. Target gets away. That's a really good move from him. And castle from Gabby will go up. That's a good move from her. But Target even sees that. And it loses 1 mangonel, but can back away now. This TC was very, very good for Target as well, as he finally gets wheelbarrow at least. Look at all these vills. Gabby needs her own siege, but she committed to the siege workshop up here. I think a siege workshop at this position earlier could have been the ticket. This is where all the wood line's been, right? I mean, that wood efficiency is brutal. We have Imp on the way for Target. Very similar to when he was on the way to Castle Age. Has the better economy. Just needs to maintain his lead. Just needs to hold. And then an Imp, he's probably able to apply the finishing blow. I like how he's always had something trying to counterattack. There we go. Gabby's like, ah, yes, eco upgrades. Let's just get them all at once. Painful time to realize that, but obviously, if you watch the early game, she didn't really have the resources to get eco upgrades. Like, it was genuinely that bad. She had to choose Man-at-Arms or eco upgrades, and she needed the Man-at-Arms. She's only 20 vils behind, but she isn't even close to Imperial Age. And Target will build a castle here to protect this area. Target can obviously make Trebs and Imp. Target has 30 Cav Archers, has groups everywhere. And I think the Cav Archers alone, with Bracer and with Chemistry, should be able to win this game for Target. He definitely knew what he was up against here. Like, he opened with Archers. It was rough, because he didn't have the scouting intel. Because he lost the scout. But this is why Target... So what I said was, I said this is going to be a back and forth 3-2 series. Or it's going to be a stomp. Like, I feel like no in between. And I think this is a sign to me that Target... Because I think Gabby will improve her eco efficiency on some of the other maps. But it's a sign to me that Target's playing really solid against the Chaos. Proving that he is the favorite. But also because Gabby's been so behind for so long and she made a game out of it. If she doesn't have as rough of a start, I could see this hitting game 5. Gabby calls the GG. Not what she would have wanted. The start was just absolutely brutal and Target held on. Was far from perfect from both. We've got Brazil to Germany, a bit more lag than they're used to dealing with, a bit more pressure than they're used to dealing with. Gabby games tend to always turn into this. She brings the opponent into the chaos, but Target just played solid. Got to the eco really quickly. For Gabby, she had like very poor eco behind it, and the attacks were just not enough. Honestly, think there was opportunities. It was maybe a little too random. Sometimes that randomness can work for you, but there wasn't a whole lot of structure for her. I could tell it was like super high nerves. As someone who's been there, I'm just seeing all the signs of it. The forward range, sending archers back into these fire galleys who got a couple kills. I mean, it was like 2 ranges, 1 farm, like max micro game from Gabby. I'm sure that'll be reflected in the APM. But she is the faster player, but she just needs to find a little bit more time at home to set up that eco. 1-0 for Target. Let's see what Gabby goes for next. KD was very close. Wait, how does this happen? Didn't Gabby lose a villager to a boar? How does that... Target didn't. I don't fully understand what I'm looking at there. But anyways, KD was very close. Yeah, you can't lose a villager to a boar and lose your villager at the dock. It's like a triple whammy, behind in fishing ships, behind 2 vills. That's just brutal. So hopefully Gabby can shake that off. T90, you said yourself Gabby lost a vill to a boar? I know, but if she lost a vill to a boar, how does she have an even KD? That's what's confusing. Target's KD is 84 kills, 85 losses. That to me makes sense that like Target would have lost a vill to a boar. But I thought this would be like 84, 85 for Gabby. That's why that was weird. All right, so game 2, Gabby's home map. Again, I really expected her to play a map like Cross, where she could go Man-at-Arms, she could go pressure with the towers and whatnot. This map, though, we have seen some crazy build orders, and most of the players are always opening up with a dock here. Both civs are really good at that. We've got Gabby with the free mule cart as the Georgians. So she's actually out already to build the dock there in the middle. And then here we've got Target. Target brought in his boar right away, so you don't need quite as much on food because boar comes in faster. You also start with more wood and more food as Persians, so another civ where in a moment Target can probably get the dock down. But do not be surprised if we see Gabby try a forward tower or something. And also do not be surprised if Gabby tries to sit here and deny the dock, because that hurt her earlier. And she should know that Target should be coming soon. Target, though, he should know that he needs to have his scout with his villager. Not having the scout with the villager would be a mistake. And the villager does not have a friend. and Gabby was waiting. That is actually a nice little warning for Target, though. Now he knows. Oh, I need to switch colors. Sorry. My bad. So Gabby in the red. Gabby's in the north. Target in the blue. Target in the south. I guess the players changed colors, or I didn't. I forget, but we have the colors what they should be. And Gabby knows the scout should be here now. So Gabby will run away. Smart decision in the end. And Gabby will already have the fishing ship out, but should be pretty close. So I'm expecting this to turn into a full Feudal Age with lots of scouts and lots of archers. We've seen a lot of archer openings because it's easier to make fire galleys and make archers at the same time because you're on wood and gold. Neither civ is actually known for their archer opening, though. But again, with how tight these build orders are, sometimes you also don't have the food to produce many scouts. And there goes Target, bringing in the boar perfectly. Hopefully Gabby's able to do the same this game. Because the previous game was pretty bad. Losing a villager to the rhino there. But yeah, we've got what? 2 deep fish. Gabby might actually stop after 2 fishing ships. There is the shore fish here. There's really not a lot of fish, but it's enough where you'll see a fire galley or 2. Welcome. Thank you, Marvel Chase, for the 7 months. That white guy, thank you for the 43. Champy, welcome back as well. Yeah, I didn't post in the schedule about this series, but happy you guys have made it. We will then have 2 days off from TTL casting before we get into essentially the gold deciders. Whoever wins the next rounds in the groups does go to gold. Loser still falls into silver. Gabby knows the wood line is there. So, well, maybe she doesn't, but I think she saw multiple villagers there. She sees the chunk of wood. She should naturally know that that's where the wood line is. I would not be surprised if I see her bring villagers to build a tower there with like 2 vills behind it. It's a very strong build from her. She's actually... I thought she had maybe clicked a Feudal Age. She hadn't clicked a Feudal Age just yet. She's a little delayed compared to Target. I think Target's going to have the better uptime here. Look at the res collected as well for Target. Holy cow. I guess that's a little deceiving because Gabby's holding a lot of food right now. Yeah, Gabby is holding like 300 food, so that explains it. And Gabby will drop off the res. Gabby will click up a little bit after the Persian player. And she's on the way. And we got 4 villagers moving forward. This is just for a mule cart, though. But you could actually build this mule cart, take wood with most of the vills, and then you could take a little bit of gold. It's a nice thing about the mule cart. A lot more efficiency as far as that's concerned. Target building a second lumber camp up here. That's a nice spot. It's honestly just as good as maybe one of these other wood lines in the middle, so... I think that second lumber camp will definitely pay off. The countdown until the food is gone is officially on. We've got about like 50 food and counting, so there won't be any salmon left when the players make it to Feudal Age. Just the shorefish, and the shorefish only has 500 food as well. So both kind of benefited from the fish. Definitely was an important part of their builds, but not really as important long term right now. And Target will be in Feudal Age faster. Target could come back to attack this scout. Gabby knows that. Gabby's concerned. Gabby's just going to back off. Gabby sees the barracks. Target does have 2 vills on gold. Target's making the first fire galley. I'd expect 2. I think 2 fire galleys and then you stop here for your Target, especially if you have the lead. But Gabby should probably make one as well. Players have scouted each other a little late here just because of pushing in the deer and everything else we talked about. But we'll find the wood line. I don't like that Gabby brought a weak villager here. There's actually 2 weak villagers here. I think you should always avoid that. But Target doesn't see the barracks and Target doesn't see the stable. And I think with Gabby's reputation, he might be expecting that there's going to be a forward of some kind. Look, you see where that spearman came from? That spearman, well, maybe he didn't see it. Nice scout snipe there from Gabby. But that spearman kind of came from this direction. I'd be thinking forward barracks, forward archer range from Gabby. And now Gabby gets to see the archer range. I think Target is expecting man-at-arms or expecting skirms or something. Doesn't see the wood lines being towered. Really strong start here for Gabby. Again, in her mind, she's not making anything on water. It doesn't seem like this is important to her at all yet. She could always add another fire galley later. But Target is walling in this wood line from scouts. And then the tower is going to go up, and these villagers are going to have to leave. This is going to get really tough. Remember, the previous game, Gabby was at a 3-worker advantage early because of the start. This is pretty close. Scouts are going to be hitting the berries. Tower's already up. Target's going to have to leave. Target has to react here at the exact same time. I'd expect idle time. I'd expect bad things to happen here for Target. He does not see this. He does not see this. He really should, but there's too much happening right now. Now he reacts to it. And now he gets the quick walls on the gold. Still nothing on the water from Gabby, but again, there's really not a lot of food left there. And see if Gabby can get the archer and skirmisher follow-up to work out here. Because if it's spear defense for Target, you can bring ranged units in to snipe them. Yeah, this is good for Gabby. This is ultimately what you need to do. Transition into the farms really, really fast behind this. She got double bed X this game. And Target will see the archer range as he moves forward. I don't think he knew about that. Just kind of feels like he's a little bit stuck right now. Like he's not certain where to be. And Gabby's wondering where those villagers went. And Gabby's going to find them. Target is completely out of position here. Oh, man. This is so difficult to lock down. This is exactly what Gabby wants to respond in the series. Multiple villagers sniped. The weak scout's getting microed away. They'll actually heal up later. And again, there can be more ranged units. There can be more activity here. Target essentially needs everything to be walled. And it's just so tough to have everything walled, right? Like, this was walled a second ago. But now the villagers have overchopped. Nice house wall, though. There is a spearman in there. And their scouts also don't regen that quickly. And if one fight can turn it around, then Gabby's got to get out. Gabby loses one. Gabby can't tower at home, so any counterattack can undo her, but she'll be really happy that Target is chasing right now. And Target will go scouts. So he's expecting Gabby to go skirms. Guys, look at this. Gabby knows that Target's chasing, and she's going to go right to the wood line now. It's crazy. This is just such Gabby gameplay. She is so aggressive. I mean, didn't even wait for fletching or anything. She just goes right in. Scouts are here as well. We'll see if she could get fletching. I think fletching will be big, but she sees the stable. She knows there will be scouts. Just super chaotic games right now. Scouts could still run around. Target's still holding on here. But fletching is on the way for Gabby now. And the scouts are still hoovering around. They get the kills. Gabby's scouts need to be saved. And they will back up a little bit. But this is fun to watch, man. This is fun to watch. She just does not hesitate. When she has an opportunity to potentially kill some stuff, she sends it. And she doesn't really have patience in her DNA. Target usually does. And I really like his farming eco. I like the fact that he was planning on going for scouts. I think the key for him is just tower this wood line. I feel like a tower just makes life so easy for you. Like, Gabby is building a defensive tower here to protect the gold and everything. Like, Gabby knows that counterattacks are a problem, but Target's just waiting. And it just, can you... In the previous game, you could make it to Castle Age and stabilize. Can you do that here as well? Like, look how paranoid he looks. He's waiting for an army over here. Still could be an army from over here. Neither player sees the other one right now. I think Gabby will move forward once the tower's completed. Once the tower's completed, she'll fight. And they actually find each other here, and Gabby's scouts were ready to go, and Target didn't react immediately. Target did have the better army there. And Target will keep moving. Really fun game. And 2 archer ranges for Gabby. And she's just gonna, she's like, oh, you're gonna counterattack me? Well, I have a tower. I'm gonna go into your base now. But is that enough to move forward with? If there's scouts too? I don't know. Tower's up. Gabby can't tower everywhere, though. That army's moving to the hill now. Target will go to the berries. Gabby's towering again. So tower defense so she can play offensively seems like the plan. The tower's not up yet. Again, love the game plan from Target to know against Gabby, you have to make lots of army in Feudal Age. So even getting armor on the scout now is really good. Gabby's going to complete this tower. one way or another. It's just a matter of how much she loses before she does. And she does lose a little bit. But tower's going to complete. And now scouts come in. Honestly, it's not enough army for Gabby to take this easily. She doesn't have armor yet. She is bringing all her ranged units back. But what a great counterattack from Target. Target is balancing his eco behind pretty nicely. Has more army coming this way. And just sold 700 wood to buy some food here. But yeah, now Gabby will clear this. And now you've awoken the beast, Target. Now Gabby's ready to counterattack. She did outpost the left side. But Target's just going to go right in. Look at the food eco for Target. Also, again, fish trapping the middle. So the fish traps can't be sniped. And Target's on the way to Castle Age. Damn. I mean, honestly, and the shoe's on the other foot now. Like, now Target is forcing reactions. And if he could just keep forcing reactions from Gabby, Gabby's never going to get to Castle Age. And then if Target can make knights, that could be game over, man. Well played from Target. This economy's looking super clean. And anytime you force another tower like that, you're like, oh, that's great. Like, that tower is not a tower that I consider to be very good. Gabby wants damage. Still wild to me. Wild to me that Target doesn't have a tower here. It's just crazy. And his army's not really here. I think he realizes he needs to get out of here, so he's going to try now. But, like, he sold his stone to go to Castle Age, I guess, and he's panicking. He's bringing all his army home. Villagers are weak. Scouts will find the vills. Archers and skirmishers are here, too. This is really bad for Gabby. Or, sorry, no, this is really good for Gabby. This is really bad for Target's what I meant to say. Like, is there even enough military right now for Target to take this fight easily? Because he didn't lose as much as he could have. And he is actually making more scouts, and he does have the armor upgrade, so he gets back just in time. Damn, I really thought Gabby was going to go for the kill there. I thought she was going to kill more. She wants to conserve her army numbers, but she's falling back. Guess she didn't expect that the scouts would be there. The target's up. Target will click Bodkin arrow for the archers. Still only 6 on gold for Target. So he can't really make a lot of gold units right now. But light cav would actually be really nice. Uh-oh. 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 Target. His archers. They've gone to the wrong location. Gabby has found them. Gabby's like, I don't care you're in Castle Age. Kills all the archers right after Bodkin arrow's coming in. He's getting crossbowmen right now for 2 units that are sitting back at home. And, I mean, scouts could still get some harassment, but they're not light cav yet. Gabby will have a lot of leftover archers to upgrade. Gabby will have a lot of towers. Gabby will stay in this game. This Castle Age timing isn't going to end it. Eco count's really close. The Persians should always have the lead, especially if they had a couple fishing ships. But the Georgians can hang in, and the Georgians can start to add those churches for efficiency. But Gabby needs this one. Like, she cannot lose this one. Target is too good for her to win 3 straight, especially with Target's home maps. Target's just so solid. You can tell that his focus is a higher percentage of time on eco setup than military. He is one of our slower top players. He's super solid with all of his macro, but the micro suffers a little bit. The way he controls his armies on an open map, he doesn't seem as comfortable. I like the game sense to go for a siege workshop. You know Gabby's going to try something. I've been on the other side of it, though, and Gabby is not scared of mangonels. I could see her running right past that siege workshop. She knows she's behind. Drops a church there, drops a church here. All areas around the church are affected or increased in worker efficiency, but also you can hide in those churches, too, so it's really nice. And here's Gabby. Target doesn't see it. Target is waiting, though. To an extent, he probably knows something's coming. He just doesn't know where. He just doesn't know when. Oh, man. Gabby's going to the other side of the wood line, and there is no protection here. Target is building a town center on the top of the hill. These villagers are like, what am I, chopped liver? Normally not what you see on this map. Normally, the positioning is all about protecting the middle. All about protecting the wood lines. I suppose he does have the wood line up here. Target does get light cav. Those units aren't killing anything yet. And Gabby will move this way now. Gabby's just gotten some really nice control over the game. And even just the gold situation for Target's pretty bad right now. Target needs knights. He needs units. He needs military units besides villagers. But he's got full villager queue. You could tell he's panicked. Full queue, 9 villagers in queue. He doesn't have any food to produce anything else right now. Now, can Gabby settle her mind and get some eco upgrades this game and get some TCs down? There's the second TC. That's more like it. These villagers are wandering very dangerously to the right side for whatever reason. It doesn't seem like Target sees that. Target's focused on getting back to his golds. Target would love a big shot on these crossbows right now. He's looking for them. And Gabby's escaping. Yeah, Target sees it, but not too much he can do about it. There is a knight looping in. Gabby wants to snipe these mangonels. But the knight actually just finds these villagers here, so that could be a villager sniper too. But can Target kill these crossbows? Gabby's got other things to focus on right now. She's got other things to focus on. She micros from that one. The cav archers are here. She could deny the TC. She brings in the cav archers. Target's mangonel here will fire. Gabby's still moving. Gabby sees the mangonel. Gabby will take that mangonel. This army is still alive. Gabby's going to go right on through. And now, the defensive mangonels for Target are not enough because there's knights here. This is great Gabby gameplay. This is exactly what she wanted. Here there was some damage from these crossbows, but not much. Gabby splits. Gabby still has not lost a crossbow, guys. It's the same group. This group has 18 kills on it. Does need to mass an army to kill this from behind, but I mean, the tower's doing that. That shouldn't be a problem, and Target just can't settle it down. Army control from Gabby is just sick. Doesn't have ballistics yet. But I mean, who needs ballistics at this point? Like, you've already done so well with everything. Target just can't keep up. Like, he's got 6 on food. He's got idols in every town center, it feels like. There's cav archers behind this wood line now. Target's got 2 siege workshops in the middle, but just can't get the siege to ever hit. Love to see this from Gabby. I think if there's a unit that Target could consider right now, it should be knights, but his eco is just so bad. He needs to kill these crossbows. He can't kill these damn crossbows. Is he going to do it now? He might do it now. Gabby with the rare mistake. Oh, Target is clearing. Target is raiding here. I think Gabby's reacting there. Could also be that Gabby's reacting here. So finally the crossbows go down. The siege now for Target's going down. Oh my god, they're both so freaking nervous. There's so much happening, man. The idle time's insane. But yeah, this middle position will get interesting. I mean, if Target can just keep his siege alive and wait for a couple monks, Monk's siege could be pretty decent against this. He can't be losing mangonels. That's pretty much all he's got right now. I think this TC for Gabby is a bit of a target. I actually didn't even consider that we're casting her against Target when I said that. I was not even trying to make a joke. But it is actually a target for the siege push. And Gabby doesn't have a lot of army here because she can't help herself, and she's going here. Gabby needs her own siege, probably. Or monks. I think she got the redemption upgrade. I just don't know where the monks are right now. That is a lot of siege. There's still a lot of micro from Gabby in the back. If she can continue to dance with this and also do everything else, it'd be really impressive. She had to pull the knights away. She's still got cav archers around. There's still fire galleys here. Like, she's so close to the pond. She is going to be on this wood line on the right side. She's also saving up stone for a castle. Yeah, redemption's in. So with redemption, Gabby can just convert mangonels, but she doesn't have sanctity. If anyone's going to check for sanctity, it'll be Target. Gabby just keeps microing her armies. But yeah, the monk went down. You got to have sanctity. That's an experience thing for Gabby. She doesn't need monks a lot. She doesn't even need something like redemption a lot with her playstyle. But you get that upgrade. You convert the mangonel, that maybe shuts down the push. It just feels like we're building up towards a very risky castle for somebody. There's Sanctity now. It's one of those things that she absolutely knows, but like in the moment, you're just hoping you get the conversion anyways. Feels like Gabby's going to build up everything to engage here. It is monks and it's siege from Target, and not a whole lot else. Just economy. He's melting this TC, though. Gabby would have loved that TC anywhere else. Like, maybe it felt natural at the time, but that gave Target a target to pressure when Target didn't have the potential to really ever move out towards anything. Gabby's Cav Archers are going to the left side now. Target will eat this TC too. Gabby needs some more monks. Maybe needs to repair this. Crazy that she's going for a raid right now. Her people are screaming in terror in the base. But now that's a distraction. And now Redemption is in. And Target's busy. And one Mangonel gets converted. And the Mangonel gets a kill. And if she can get another kill, that'd be huge here. Okay, she won't, but still. That's still more than worth it. Could also convert the Siege Workshop, maybe. There is a light cav, though, for Target. It's just one. Not enough to kill that monk. I'm not sure he's going to make too many more light cav. I'm not sure what he's going to do when these Cav Archers and Knights get over here. Gabby's only on 2 TCs. She's still 20 vills ahead. And Redemption again. Target misclicked. He almost killed his own Mangonel. He misclicked because there's so much happening. Gabby just has to be careful not to lose the monk to the fire. And she does have multiple monks. And oh god, it's a feast. It is a villager feast. Gabby gets to the back again, feasting on the gold with the Knights and the Cav Archers. Target reacts, and now wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. Could have conversions at the same time. One's conversion. And yeah, I mean, they're all going to go down. It's going to be 2 conversions. The whole siege push will be cleared up. That is what we're talking about with Gabby, guys. That's what she tried to do in the first game, but the game was so out of hand in the early stages. She didn't have the eco upgrades. She was behind in villagers because of some mistakes. Here was relatively even. That was a very nice game. I think Target probably game planned and told himself that he had to make more army in Feudal Age than he's used to. That's why he made the scouts. That's why he got armor. He did a lot of really good things, but I think he needed... I mean, losing his early archer count really hurt. He was getting his upgrades and he lost his archers. And like, I didn't know what other army he was planning on making here. Just felt like he was too quick to the TCs almost. Like he didn't have the food for anything but vills. I'd have loved to see Knights. I would have loved to see like Light Cav much earlier, but yeah, he just fell into this spot where his eco sucked and just had to play defensive siege. So that's great from Gabby. Now, Target, I think game number 1 makes him feel a whole lot better about that. He's probably like, all right, I can lose on Gabby's home maps just fine as long as I win my own now. But Gabby, more food, more gold, more stone. Target, just a whole lot of wood. Just a sign of someone who's way under pressure and not able to deal with the micro. So, nice series here, guys. Let's go. Here we are, game 3. So, Target won the first game, which is on Jungle Swamp. Second game, Gabby got the job done on one of her home maps. Gabby's going to need to win 1 Target home map at least to win the series. That's what it feels like, right? Gabby's gone for the Koreans. And then we have the Malay for Target. Both these civs are really good at going for the water approach. But I am curious on if Target even chooses to do that with something like galleys. So we have a pause right now. Okay, our base is letting me know there's a restart. He says Target didn't have the right amount of deer. Okay, so the starting deer. All right, well, yep, restart. How many did he have? There should be... I thought it was 6. There's 6? There's 6? Are you sure? Are you... Our base, did we call a re yet? Because this looks fine. I mean, it's not the end of the world if we call it a restart, but it's nice to know that my admins and I need to do some practice counting 1 to 6 before the next round starts. Poor R base, but like, look. There's 6. There's 6. Right? Is it just the way they're oriented that's confusing? WTF, it showed 5 for me. Well, yeah, after he eats 1. So if you subtract 1 from 6, chat, that becomes 5. And then if you're at 5 and you subtract 1 from 5, after that is 4. Yeah. I don't know what's happened. I assume they're going to continue. Mistakes happen, even for admins. It's all good. It does, at first glance, it does kind of look like 5, to be honest. Like, if I wasn't selecting it and obviously seeing 6 there at the bottom left, like, this feels like 6. This somehow feels like 5. Check the bronze chat. Okay, I need to check Discord. All right. Okay, so Arve... This is so freaking funny, guys. Arve sent a screenshot of one player having 6 and the other player having 5. The deer... The deer is hiding behind the scout. It's hiding behind the scout right now. You can see his little antlers back there. That's funny, man. That's funny. Okay, well, hopefully we can get back in and we can get moving here. I appreciate him really paying attention. But if you already told them they have to we might have to anyways. Yeah, it's an admin anyways. Ah, well, whatever. It's not that big a deal. Whoops. Sorry, guys. They're going to restart. Now watch them not have 6 deer this time. We'll immediately count the deer. I feel like for YouTube, Hardy should include that part. That'd be funny for people, right? Hardy, I don't know what you want to do with it, but we screwed up with an admin and it's really hard to count to 6. So you can figure that one out. All right. So we are counting the deer. We've got 6 deer here for Gabby, game number 3. And we've got 6 deer here for Target. Now, hold up. Wait a second. This is super weird. Guys, I only see Target has 5 deer. This is just the weirdest thing. I could have sworn there was supposed to be 6 on this map. Oh, wait. Oh, there's a deer behind the scout. Oh, shoot. Oh, crap. Oh, that's okay. That's funny. Sorry, guys. The admin screwed up and miscounted, and I just have to make jokes. I'm sorry, Arbase. You don't deserve this. You don't deserve this, but it's just far too funny. Arbase is going to resign, and we're going to miss out on a good admin if I keep it up. So, we got game 3. We got Malay for Target. Just to repeat myself a little bit, of course. Malay advanced faster to the next stage. They are the better economic civilization, absolutely. They've got a great navy. They've got great opportunities to push the timings with the fast imps. And a lot of the times on this map, fast Imperial Age, fast trebuchets to push someone off the gold and stone positions can just win you games. So Gabby's going to have her work cut out for her, but if she can make it messy and chaotic, if she can just hold on, I think Koreans actually have the better military here. War wagons, siege onagers, the towers, just cheap fire lancers, cheap skirms, cheap spears. I mean, Koreans can hang in. It's just they don't have the timings and the eco of the Malay. So, yeah, players. Now I got to double check the maps here. Look at the golds. Neither player has amazing gold spots. Both players have a gold that's kind of tough to justify taking long term, but that is how the map can work sometimes. Gabby's got this nice little wood line. It's actually disappointing she's chopping this one. She probably hadn't scouted much before she placed the lumber camp, but I would have preferred this one. And then you don't want to chop a wood line that is creating a hole, wall for you. There might be a hole there, but we'll see if she builds another lumber camp later. Nagraj says T90, they don't get siege onagers. Now it's only rocket carts. Okay, yeah, that's okay. Good correction. Good correction. You're right. Honestly, rocket carts is even better though, because you don't have to go onager and then siege onager, which takes forever. Being able to just go boom, heavy rocket cart is pretty nice. I don't know how. I imagine siege onager is stronger than heavy rocket cart, but that always feels like it's really tough to get to anyways. Chat, I'm going to step away for a minute. You guys can count deer for me. Be right back. Okay. I'm back. What did I miss? Looks like targets will go Feudal Age here. Like we said, should be fast with the Feudal Age time. Woodline situation is a little bit awkward here as well. It's not horrible. Actually, you know, I think part of the reason you want to take this little chunk of wood is so you're able to free up farm space later on. It's actually a pretty big deal. Gabby is going to play galleys here. Warships are cheaper. And a little bit of walling for her as well on the left side. But how many galleys are they actually going to make? Just kind of feels like past a certain point in Feudal Age, you don't really benefit from having that many. But when the opponent's doing the same thing as you, you always want to be ahead and beat them in that. So sometimes you'll see players make a lot of galleys in a galley v galley scenario. And Gabby. Ooh, okay. Could have actually blocked that scout there. Could actually block it with a fishing ship. But she just gets a hit with the Vil. She will go for the third dock because she sees 2 docks from target. Or actually, she didn't see 2 docks from target, but I think she's assuming 2 docks from target just based on the game sense. The scout did take some damage from that sea tower, though. Target will be looking for that. Target would love to get that kill. That starting scout is so valuable in this map. Because it's normally the last thing you're going to do with these 2 civs is add any more scouts. So first galleys are out. Gabby will have to pull back underneath the sea tower for now. The sea tower should protect her. But Target seems pretty uninterested in that, in leaving the tower anyways. Target, nice micro. Target 2 fishing ships sniped. Does lose some HP though. And Gabby's going 3 docks. This is the matchup, man. If Gabby can win this game, this would be crazy. I think this is the #1 civ pick for Target. This is like the last civ pick for Gabby. So Gabby's... This is her worst map in terms of her strat. In theory, anyways. Gabby slowly walling up. And scout has been found. That scout needs to get home. But is she prioritizing that? It might be tough to get home here. Especially if Target sees this and places a gate real quick. And blocks this. I think you get the kill. Gate. Okay, well. That was very Target of him. Repairing the galleys is more important. The 3 docks for him as well. But more villagers for Target. More fishing ships for Target. Slight eco lead. A scout from Gabby running home. Virtually 22, welcome. New to the stream. Welcome, Virtually 22. Glad you could make it. This is the only series today, sadly. I don't have any more games for you guys. We've had sets like every single day this week. So it'll be good to get... If I say a break, I'm still probably streaming tomorrow. But, getting distracted, sorry. Gabby's moved in. Shocker. She has fletching, which Target doesn't have yet. Target loses some fish. And Target could lose some galleys here as well. Gabby needs to focus fire down that weak one. Does get it, but has some weak ones as well. And Target's got full HP here. But Target hasn't got the hits he wanted there. We'll see if Gabby repairs. But to finish my thought, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we'll have 2 sets each day. Winner of those sets moves into gold. So essentially the group deciders should be really good. Nice micro from Gabby there. Also, saving that scout was really nice. This is where, as the players approach resources to get to Castle Age, this is where I could see Gabby tower rushing. Like sending Vils around and starting a tower siege push on this gold or something. So you know this gold is here and that's half of it. It's hard to tower rush both sides, but if you could somehow constrict the opponent on both sides, it could be really strong. And they're spending a lot of gold right now, too, on their boats. So, with that being the case, they're going to run out really fast and need those side golds. Now, Gabby has better resources right now, but don't let that fool you. Now, Gabby's scout running through again. Target sees it again. I think Target should be able to balance out his resources pretty easily here. And even if you're late to clicking up with the melee, you're still probably going to make it to Castle Age faster. It's actually so crazy. So many players build a house there and this scout dies. But Target just not interested in any quick walls. And we'll just go for the solid play, the house wall back here. Is Gabby going to save this scout again? I mean, if I could script this game for a YouTube video or something, this scout would survive, and this scout is going to play a really big role. It's not scripted, but I feel like the scout always plays such a big role. Like, watch Target forget to... Okay, never mind. He realizes and will run back. That's crazy. So Gabby actually sells her stone. Gabby did get to pass through the opponent's base to see there's no archer range or barracks or anything. And Target might see the prices at the market and know that Gabby sold a little bit because he's also selling and buying. And Gabby clicks up first with 15 ships. Target is 16, but Target will click up and, like I said, melee or later, and they end up being faster. And the eco is just way better for Target. The efficiency in the wood line seems to be better. Gabby needs a new lumber camp. These vills need to leave. And Gabby is seemingly just going to play full water here. It doesn't seem like there's any other reason to rush the timings here. It's just going to be both players sending it. But will any player think about taking the golds on the sides at all? They don't actually have the stone to build a TC, so... And they're pretty committed now, so we might see just ballistics, war galley, and that's it for a while. There are a couple weak ships in there for Gabby. And full HP for Target as he's producing out of 3 docks. Target should have more numbers, but it will be close. I don't think Gabby's on stone for a tower rush. I think she's just on stone to get the stone back that she sold. Depending on how all in this feels, she might actually sell the stone again for an injection of gold because she's going to run out. She only has 500 more there. Target's up faster. Target's getting Bodkin, but Gabby gets the snipe. And Bodkin arrow is not in yet. Gabby's micro's looking great here. Gabby's micro's looking fantastic here. She looks so confident. Look how many snipes she just got. That's crazy. And now she can back up. Now she can get her upgrades. And she still has that sea tower, but it's harder to use the sea tower. War Galley upgrade also not clicked by Target, unless it's in queue behind a ship. Hold up. Does he not have the res for War Galley? That's a pretty big deal. In a ship fight. The boats be boating here. And Gabby will get War Galley, and Bodkin arrow's already in, and Gabby will remind Target that upgrade exists. Target thinks his upgrade's on the way, I'm guessing. And Gabby's still not seeing War Galley, so Gabby's like, let's go. And also we have a villager here, guys. This villager might start to think about a siege workshop on the sides. Yeah, Target just bought food, so I think he's queued War Galley now, and he did. Oh, man, this is going to be really interesting. We have a tower and a monastery on the left from Gabby. And she's going to have a tower and something on the right. So she's, like, waiting for something to show up here. And the scout's also just passing. Just looking through. Target's about to run out of this gold. Which means he'd have to move to this gold. Or means he'd have to move here. And neither player with ballistics yet. Gabby's actually going to add fires now. I don't love that. I don't think the fires are going to help a lot. I'd prefer more War Galleys here. Gabby missed micros for the first time. But actually recovers pretty nicely with the hit and run. Fires might be pretty good here. Now that I say it. Because it's killing off a lot of the War Galleys. Alright, where does Target go? In the earlier rounds, when Gabby played FedEx, she went Armenians here, and she made a church on both sides and had warrior priests waiting. And when villagers showed up, she attacked the vills with the warrior priests. So she was getting the relics, and then she was also, like, fully prepared with something on both sides. Yeah. Look, Target just went to go over here, and he's realized there's a tower there because he scouted it. So now he falls back, and he will go here. But now he goes this way, and there's a tower here. I mean, still could take this gold, but like, this is awkward for Target to know what to do here. Funny thing is, Gabby's gonna run out of gold here soon. I don't know where she even is on gold. She's got 5 gold left, so she's out. She can go here, or she can build a TC somewhere else. So it's gonna be very low gold gaming for both players, and Target is going to just rush this down with Vils. Actually, love this. And honestly, if he would have done it on the other side, he's dead because there's Fire Lancers and Monks here. But you can have military on both sides here if you're Gabby. Gabby might bring more Vils now. Might also bring her Navy. She'll garrison this tower. She'll wall in this one. This one's going to be built. The Navy's coming in now. Villagers will take down that tower very quickly. Gabby's other tower isn't completed yet. It's still building the stone wall. Okay, I think Gabby will try and repair this tower now with these 2 Vils and bring the ships in, but it's too late. Still doesn't mean it's easy for Target, though. It's not like he could get the gold right now. There's still a guard tower here. Fires do some damage there against the Navy from Target. And Target's just going for another tower. Honestly, if I'm Gabby, just build a siege workshop here or bring more Vils and get ready for a castle because you know Target's going to take this gold. Also, Fire Lancers and Monks in on this side. Random tower from Gabby in on this side. So she's going to keep things busy here. Still 1 TC, but there's the town for Gabby anyways, and there's the town center from Target. Again, it is crazy that Target went to the right side. If you went to the left, the Fire Lancers would have been so strong. But this is not going to be easy for Target. Again, it's like booming under pressure. He's in the same spot he was in the previous game where he's 4 TCs with no army control. And that should be awkward. The Target completes this TC just to see another tower here. He needs a castle, ultimately. Like, castle beats tower. The gate from Gabby to block this off is going to go down. She didn't build it. And that tower will just be deleted at 90%. Oh, that's brutal. That is just brutal. Also, these villagers that were building that tower, they got killed. The tower now goes down, so she loses more stone. At least I think she does. She is bringing more Vils now, though. And Target doesn't have a lot of vision here. He really has a lot of eco he needs to manage right now. Look at the wood count for Target. He cannot spend that wood fast enough. Gabby is ready. She's waiting. The whole family's coming to build this castle. Target is going to try and build his own castle here, too. At, like, identical times. Oh, man. I mean, I think so. I don't think he'll castle here. There's also the water now. There's the castle. What? Target can't see it. Target can't. We have 2 castles touching. This is extremely awkward. Leave room for Jesus castles. What on earth is this crap? I don't know who's gonna win, but it seems pretty important. We've got 65% for red. We've got 55% for blue. The reds is definitely gonna go up. Remember, very little gold for both players. Will Target's castle complete? It should, but it's close. It is really close. It is dangerously close. Castle will complete, though. That is hilarious. You could jump from one roof to the other. That's a new tactic. They need to start just hurdling themselves over, and then they can get inside. I mean, again, guys, Target's still got a tower over here he needs to deal with. That was a short. That's a YouTube short right there. That was crazy. Vil count's still really even. I think if Gabby could just get a TC... Actually, hold on. They're trying to petard each other, but they can't get to the other castle now. Like, Gabby's petard goes this way because it can't go into the castle. It has to run around. I mean, if this is happening, you need to save your petards like Target is doing. But even here, you've got Vils blocking this side of Blue's castle, so I don't know where Blue's petards are going to go. Here's a tower. Vils building, repairing, attacking. This is chaos. War wagons are going to be an issue. Rams are going to be an issue. There goes another wasted petard for Gabby. Okay, there's the petard. Look, oh, that's horrible for Target. look where they have to go. They're going the complete wrong direction here. Oh, bad day to be a petard. Bad day to be a petard. And Gabby has done more damage to this castle with her villagers. And also now there's the rams. The pathing there is brutal, but where else are they supposed to path? You can't jump out the window into the other castle. This is still happening, by the way. Gabby is still repairing. Gabby's actually just converting villagers now. She still doesn't have the villager lead, but she is going to have the gold over here. And with war wagons, I think Target's going to have a really tough problem. Like, how is Target supposed to stop war wagons? What is happening here, Gabby? I mean, still repairing this. Still repairing this. The spearman's attacking. Gabby will have gold now. She's building a TC on this gold, too. So she's got the tower over here. She's got a TC going up there. Guys, I mean this as a compliment, but Gabby is easily one of the most annoying players to play against. You want to be a top player, but let me tell you, playing Gabby is a horrible experience. That's so sick, though. That is so sick. That tower has taken so much damage. 5,000 damage. And it's just been continually repaired. So it will stay up. And now, and now Target wants to come to the left. But there's fire lancers here. And there's a tower here. And he has to tap out. What a strat. What a strat from Gabby. That was so good. Target is completely out of res. The war wagons are coming from the right. I'm sure there will be more towers. He can't take the gold on the left. And so Malay is supposed to have the better eco, and they do in many ways. But Gabby's aggression on both sides there was so good. The additional fire lancers, the tower too, that was extremely well done. And that is one of her last civ picks against one of the best civilizations for Target. Damn. That was so good. And for Target, I just don't think he could handle the chaos. There's just too much happening at once. Like, so much wood. Can't spend the wood fast enough on farms. The idea of going to this side, battering down the towers and getting the castle was good, but he needed his castle up a little bit faster. Honestly, it's one of those things. If he buys the stone, just does it a minute earlier, the whole game changes because he'll have gold. He can make Karambit warriors. He can deny anything. Karambits can come home to deal with the tower villagers. So just, yeah, a lot at play there. And yeah, Gabby up 2-1. So let's see now. Target will have to win his one remaining home map. He'll also have to win one map on Gabby's, which would be a tough task here. All right, game number 4. Let's get to a 5th game here. I feel like this series deserves it. This has been really fun. Target actually goes Lithuanians here. I was not the pick that I was expecting him to go for. And it's still a good civ, don't get me wrong, but I kind of thought he was going to go for the Bengalis instead. Wait a second. What's the final map if we get there? Final map would be Rocky Forest. All right. Well, most likely going to be Incas there for Target. Just wondering if there was a chance he would try and play Bengalis there. But Target loves his closed maps, loves his structure. This is an arena-style map that you can actually play aggressive on the outside. If anyone was going to do it, it would be Gabby, but usually that's not the best thing to do it on this map. I feel like the middle ends up being of so much more importance. It's easier to get relics from the middle because there's 5 there. There's stones and golds. It's like super accessible. If you push the outside, what happens is the guy who's here just pushes your base and through the stone walls and in, so... Just wonder what Gabby's approach is going to be here. Will Gabby go feudal? Will Gabby go organ guns? Will Gabby go monks? Target loves his monks, but I could see Target just playing like scouts, light cav, adapt, get the relics. And Lithuanians have a pretty solid late game. Just, again, not the civ that I was expecting him to go for here. Hakuna says, today I got destroyed by Sneak Man at Arms on this map. Hakuna, it was probably Gabby, because she loves to do that. I'm kidding. I doubt Gabby's at your level. I think she's like 2,500 elo right now. So there might be a slight difference in rank between you two. But Gabby loves that stuff. And so that's always an option. But what they don't know right now is how close they are on this side. So, like, if they had that information as Gabby's pushing a deer from long distance, if they had that information that they were this close, then I think Feudal Age play would be a lot more viable. But they're expecting the opponent to be pretty much on the opposite side of the map. So Gabby's expecting Target to be here, and Target is expecting the opponent to be over here. So again, it's not something they're going to have any knowledge on unless they choose to scout it. But actually, when this happens, a lot of the additional resources generate on the other side. So because there's not as much space on the left, there's only this stone and one relic. And now you have, like, this gold, this relic, this relic, this relic, stone, gold. There's just a lot more over here because there's more space for it to generate on the map. There are civs where you could go for Feudal Age aggression. I don't think this is one of them. Look at this wall from Gabby. Again, just doesn't have scouting, right? She's pushing in the deer because she wants a little bit of extra food. But, I mean, this wall feels kind of weird. That's a lot of additional wall to build when you could have just built the same amount and probably been completely walled already. Now she needs to push in her starting deer. So I don't think she'll know. You can't act on information she doesn't have right now. T90, did I see this wrong, or did you accidentally switch the icons of Korean and Malay? Space Shadow, no offense, but I'm going to go out on a limb and say you probably saw it wrong, because nobody else here mentioned anything, and we're also pretty deep into the next game. I don't think there's any issues there. Icons here, Lithuanians and Portuguese are right. So, Gabby checking to see if she's got a hole here. And Gabby's got the hole. It got switched? Really? Wait, so what switched? The icon below the player names in the previous game? I wasn't trying to gaslight. Maybe I was wrong. I didn't see chat. Oh, you mean here? Well, guys, we're in a game right now. It's game 4. This is intense. Why are we we can fix that after if it goes to game 5? I thought you meant like in the game. Like, sheesh, guys. I mean, come on. I'm so sorry if that really bothers you. We'll fix it later. I was very confused. You know what I said? So my fiance asks, she goes, like, how the stream's been this week. We both been full work mode. I said, it's been great. I'm tired. Chat has some energy to them. That's what I said. I don't think she knew exactly what that meant. I just said, chat's got some energy. And with that energy becomes people focusing on that and everyone joining in and acting like that's a big deal. So thank you for the energy, though. C4 Trousers, thank you for the stonks. Thank you for the 19 months, man. It's all right. It's how it goes. So Target also going to find an extra deer and try and push this in because they're just both booming. This great wall of palisades here for Gabby, honestly, is pretty vulnerable. It's such a big piece of wall to protect. So if an army were to come up here and attack from this hill, it's not a guarantee that you're going to get a villager there in time to wall behind. So I definitely prefer the way Target is walled. But maybe Gabby's map is just a little unfortunate too. She is on stone though. So she's just been creating chaos without castles. Now she's going to aim for a castle. Target definitely thinking about the scout approach here. And Gabby's just scouting in the middle right now. But, I mean, if Target sees or senses the castle, Lithuanians are pretty decent at just switching into monks because their monasteries work faster. So, it all comes down to the recognition from Target. I also am not certain either player is going to have a perfect build here. It feels like they're both missing a little bit of food. They'll probably manage it, but it's right on the edge here. Maybe some idle time will take place. This deer kind of saves the day for Target. And Target will build in archer range. Okay. So he's going to switch it up a little bit. Oh, you know what I think this is? I wonder if he's going to play into defensive archers and hope that Gabby goes forward castle. Because it's Gabby, right? No. I don't think it's siege tower. I think he wants Gabby to expect scouts and Gabby to build a barracks and make 1 or 2 spears to protect from that for a forward castle. And if you go archers, you can deny it. Let's see. Gabby might build the barracks now. Because you don't need the barracks at this moment, but you might build it like right as you're clicking up the castle. Yeah, she's getting loom as well. She's getting loom. You don't get loom unless you're going for the forward castle, guys. I think she'll build a barracks now. I think she'll wait for a spear or 2, and she wants the forward castle. This could be a great call from Target. I don't know why Gabby deleted a fully built house. Loom could just be to play it safe, too. So, it doesn't always guarantee. I mean, Target got loom. So, but he's just lurking and waiting. And Gabby's scout is over here, too. Did try and see, but the archer range is far back. Honestly, if Gabby just builds a defensive castle right now, with no barracks or anything, just builds the castle here, the fact that Target has gone archers is actually so good for her. Because organ guns are really good against archers. But Target is, like, alert. He is expecting some craziness. Still looking, still searching, still waiting, and hiding the archers too. But I think the archers are going to move out now. Which I'm not in love with. Yeah, look. I was kind of clucking like a chicken there. That was weird. Okay, Gabby didn't see it. Yeah, Gabby's not going for the forward castle, though. I thought there was a chance she would build the barracks, go for the spears. Her scout gets hit. Now the archers show up. Now Gabby's like, oh, that's weird. That's not what I was expecting. And now Gabby can just build a defensive castle. There should be no problemo. Target builds the monastery to get some relics, of course. And there's the castle now from Gabby. She's actually hiding it. Which is interesting to do with a castle, because normally with a castle, you want to be in someone's face with it. But it does, if the castle's spotted, Target has a lot of time to make decisions. And so what you might do is you might add a siege workshop for the organ guns. Or you might go for a second monastery and go redemption. Right now, Target's thinking she's not going organ guns. She's just booming. I need to apply pressure, or I need to do something other than what he might actually have to do. I don't hate that castle. That's very rare, though. Normally, the castle would be more aggressive and more visible on the front. So Target's just going to boom as well, right? Like, he's just going to think, oh, okay, we'll add eco. But organ guns will be out. Scout really needs to be on alert here. And it is. So, but he might assume right now that there's nothing and just leave with his scout to go to the outside. And Gabby, still waiting. Gabby's pretty all in here. This is organ guns for map control into another castle, I think. That's her game plan. Yeah, dude, Target's so confused. He's like, why does she have that much on gold if she's just booming? Target's also attacking the gate, which lets Gabby know, like, I know what's up here. I could see you. Gabby's going redemption to convert siege that Target never made because Target didn't see the castle. I mean, Gabby kind of played herself there. You don't even need it yet. But I guess you will need it eventually. Redemption's not a cheap upgrade. And Target still hasn't seen much. Target's about to get the second relic. Target's economy is looking really good. And it's getting better. And surprise! It's not your birthday, Target, but surprise, bro! Organ guns come out. And that scout's dead. Yep. Oh, nope, he's not dead. He actually can go home. But now Gabby's bringing the vills. So Gabby's expecting a lot more resistance, I guess. Because she got redemption already. But the thing is, redemption isn't going to hurt because Target is going to go siege now. So here comes Gabby with some vills. Gabby's even getting atonement so she can convert any monks. because those are the two things that you would normally see as the defensive option here. So let's see if Gabby can get the push going. Kills a monk there. Oh, man, Target has lost 6 units now. I think he might be a little shaky at the moment. The nice thing for him is his gold's on the back. But that TC is going to start to get pressured. And Gabby's going for petards as well. The petards are going to be on the way. Gabby's eco is not good, guys. She sees the mangonel. She's wondering where her monk is. And she will go for another monastery. By the way, some background. Gabby did the Portuguese. It just came back to me. She went Portuguese, organ gun all in with monks in the previous round against FedEx. Destroyed FedEx 3-0. That monk is locked in right now. Oh, you see how it got slower? Guys, that's a bug right now. That monk got slower. I could go back and show you later, but it is a bug that I think has been talked about by some others. Gabby wants to be through. Petard's on the way to make that happen. Honestly, you might just want to wait. You're so close to getting through anyways. Gabby's still on stone. Can obviously come in with more pressure. Target needs monks now. So Target's going to go for monks. And siege is kind of not an easy option. The organ guns are here now. Gabby 20 villagers behind. Gabby is going to send more vills soon, I think. She's certainly sending more monks. She has redemption, so she can convert the siege workshop. But Target has atonement. And with atonement, Target can convert the monks, but then he can't be too close because then the organ guns can kill. Petard goes into the houses. Siege workshop needs to be deleted, Target. You can't give Gabby forward siege. Well, there's a siege workshop now for Gabby. I mean, it's not the end of the world. But, you know, this is a lot of pressure. There's so much military from Gabby. Here she comes with the organ guns. This is actually a very similar situation to that game against FedEx, which I did not cast. I did watch the games go. Though, excuse me. Okay, Gabby should know now that atonement's in, but her army's out of position. They both have atonement. They're both going to convert the other. Devotion would make sense in these situations. There's a lot more monks for Gabby. Gabby's converting the mangonel here. Gabby does convert the mangonel. Mangonel could be converted back, so Gabby deletes it. This is complete and utter chaos, but it's a bad day to be a Vill. It's a bad day to be a Vill. I can't tell if it's a good day to be a monk yet. Or an organ gun. Feels like a bad day to be Target. Because right when you think you have a chance at maybe clearing this and converting this, it's about to get so much worse. Gabby is marching forward. The Target has not had the conversions he would have wanted. And Gabby is going to drop a castle right there. Don't drop it too close, Gabby. That's perfect. I mean, some of those villagers can maybe be ranged by the TC fire, but that castle's going up, man. That castle's going up. Target was just so confused this game. Like, I think he went archers to stop a forward castle. Then he thought there wasn't a castle. Then he lost all of his archers. I mean, he can run, and he should try and run, but, like, his eco is going to be so bad here now. 2 of his town centers are castled. I mean, Gabby's still all in. She does not have a lot of food. She's not on the way to Imp. And if Target can get enough conversions and just hold the line here, maybe it's okay. But this is extremely tough to play right now for Target. He was hoping to build a defensive castle at some stage. He doesn't have the stone for that. Does he have the scouting available to know this is here? Obviously, he does. He's going to farm out here. He could take that stone. He could take this gold. There's things to try. They're both converting now. I didn't see if Gabby got devotion. You have to have all your clicks perfect here. It's looking even. Which I guess is good for Target. Similar amounts of conversions there. Still producing out of these 3 monasteries. Actually would like to see Gabby build a tower here. A tower here to prevent the monks from getting conversions would be really nice. Castle's attacking the town center too. But, like, all your conversions need to be on separate targets here. And you can't have any misclicks. Or you're just... You have to wait too long to regenerate. Target's going for the organs. He's got them locked in. He's got them locked in. Gabby's doesn't have the monks locked in. She's not your typical monk player. Maybe she does now. I can't tell. It just feels like the organ guns are just so strong themselves. The conversions help, but then the organ guns kill so much. And another siege workshop from Gabby. Worker efficiency is so low for Target. But he does have farms. He is idling his TC. He is thinking about imp. He'll only have one town center to go imp in, though. That would be this one. The others, you cannot justify imp at all, obviously. Gabby's going to add rams now. Light Cav is so far from an option right now. Their ecos are too bad for that. There's Castle Fire. People don't love to hear it, but sometimes you just got to make another monk. Sometimes monk to counter monk is your best option. Target is on the way to imp, where he can get better monk upgrades, where he can get trebuchets. But Gabby sees the castle. No, she doesn't see the castle. She's shooting the TC. Damn. But, I mean, Target's castle's going to go up. By the time Gabby sees it, she can't do anything about it. Target can win. Target can win. He can absolutely win this game. Gabby hasn't done enough to kill him off. The economy's been good for Target. He's got way more farms than Gabby does. Gabby was not able to push any further, and Target's conversions have been sick here. Monasteries are getting taken down from Gabby, for Target, but just imagine, he still has gold income, he still has wood, he still has stone available, he can treb this down. The monks will have 12 range for Target. So, if it is monk v monk, it could be okay for him. Heresy for Gabby. She's spending 1,000 gold on Heresy. So now any unit that's converted will just die instead of switching sides. But is it too late? Is it too late? Let's see. I like this from Target. Just adding more TCs feels pretty natural right now. Really nice job to cool his mind here. Heresy will change the monk snowball and the organ gun snowball and all that, but the bigger deal is imp and trebuchets now. Yeah, Target seems to be pretty comfortable with the way these engagements have gone. But Target, don't go too far. Where are we going, pal? Yeah, I mean, he'll get 2 conversions, but... Well, let's see. Target needs a treb. He's going to go for Heresy now. And Gabby just saw imp, and Gabby's panicking. So Gabby's going to send the rams in after the castle. Where are Target's monks? Okay, he's got a couple back here. I mean, there should be no easy way for Gabby to be able to take down that castle. But if you have like 6 rams, you could maybe send it. I love how Target immediately got Heresy after seeing the opponent had Heresy. And block printing now, so 12 range. Which is just a crazy jump. +3 is a crazy swing. Gabby has Heresy, so she's got the confidence to go in here. The Rams are going for the town center at least. The organ guns can kill some villagers at least. I mean, Gabby's giving herself a lot of time right now. She's obviously going to lose this castle. But now the Vil count's even. And Gabby behind this has decent enough economy. I think she needs imp herself now. And maybe you just repair this castle to give yourself some time. Ooh. This is so intense. I mean, it's just 1 treb so far. So, I guess you don't have stone income if you're Gabby, which really hurts. But click imp, repair this castle with some stone if you can buy it. And just hold. And honestly, it still feels like it's going to be monks only, but maybe light cav can start to be an option. Target's building another town center. It's so nice to get the food boost from building TCs when you have to reboom like this. And Target's even getting faith, bro. Faith. That is so expensive. He is truly a monk player. 1,000 gold on Heresy and 550 food and 750 gold. So units are 50% harder to convert. And he has devotion. and then Gabby never even had devotion. Oh, that's funny. I assumed Gabby had devotion. The monk fights aren't even going to be close now. And like, yeah, light cav should be an option for Gabby, but she feels like she's too committed to this. You need a barracks, you need a stable, you need food. There's not that much food. The thing about monks is they can have a really big effect in a really short period of time. But the thing about Target is he loves monks. Look at the KD for Gabby, by the way. 56 to 15. That doesn't count conversions. Conversions is actually here. Target 30 conversions and 17 desertions is what that stands for. Target's doing the right things. Fixing that food eco. You can't convert enemy monasteries, which is kind of a funny little tidbit about the game. You also can't convert enemy castles and enemy TCs. Gabby's still making a lot of organs. So, I mean, if the organs swoop in and Target isn't paying attention, he could lose a lot of these monks. But, I mean, Gabby's trying to sneak off to the side here. This is where Target should be building outposts to know. Also, this is where Gabby should be deleting stuff. Yeah, she deletes that. Smart. Will Gabby even have monasteries to get her techs right now? Okay, she's building the monasteries at home. Villagers are getting converted and promptly dying. But here come the organs. Target didn't expect this. Target just used conversions on villagers. Gabby's now got monks coming in. The organ guns are rolling out of nowhere. Target thought he had this game. He never expected the organ guns to come in like this. He forgot about the organs. We've got monks converting monks, even with faith. Very hard to cast. Mind-numbing stuff. Monks hopping out on this side? I guess, you know, the monks are just going to be straight up dying, right? There's so many more monks for Target. So many more. I mean, it's tough. When 7 organ guns are here against a clump of monks, they are going to kill them pretty quickly. But Gabby, it's also tough to justify producing organ guns in some ways. Ram after a Treb. Down goes the Treb. Monks v Monk and organ guns continue, but the monks are dying pretty quickly. So Gabby's still in it, but she is not ahead in villagers anymore. And now we got stables from Target. Target has fixed his eco. There are organ guns back here, though. These 2 organ guns could do a lot of damage. Target just noticed it. Honestly, nice awareness, because I would not be looking there. I don't even know how Gabby got there, to be honest. The thing about light cav is organ guns could still kill light cav, so you'd need a lot of them here. Also, Portuguese could be adding Fetorias. We haven't seen that yet. That is an option for Gabby in one of these low eco games, but the stone needs to come in first. So look, all the stables are placed, and now you look at the food count, and he doesn't even really have the food for light cav yet. He'll get there. It's the right idea, but like that, it's just an example of why a light cav switch on low eco games is really difficult sometimes. Meanwhile, monks can realistically convert light cav still from distance, right? I don't know, guys. I feel like with Heresy, the organ guns can come in here and kill these monks, and there's no repercussions for her diving. Because the organ guns don't switch sides. Oh, God. Trebs could be converted. I guess if it gets converted, it just dies? So you don't have to delete them? I would instinctively delete them because you don't want to give the opponent Trebs. But, like, the organ guns are the big problem now. Will the Trebs take down the castle? That castle's needed for Gabby's organ guns, and the Trebs go down. The castle's still up. Gabby's 14 organs have been massacring. And then what do you make against organ guns? Well, you got to make siege. Well, then siege gets converted by monks from distance. This gets really difficult here, but we've got a castle from Target on the left. If he can get some raids into Gabby's base, Gabby's not prepared for that at all. 99 to 17 KD for Gabby. The Target does have 62 conversions versus 23. So one person's killing, the other person's converting. Who will win, God or man? Honestly, I can't tell. It seems pretty realistic that either player could win. I think Gabby needs to see this castle and stonewall this right away. But she doesn't know that castle's on the way. Target has to win this game. There is no recovery from here. It is a best of 5. Ooh, and Gabby will find out about this castle. Because she's going to outpost there. I guess she ran around here earlier. I mean, she kind of needs trebs, but then she also needs the organ guns all the time. So, it's kind of tough for me to know. And with monks, you have to be locked and loaded with your conversions all the time. Target is, again, but he gets a round of conversions, and then he loses a round of monks. This unit is so annoying to deal with, the organ gun. It's so frustrating to deal with. And Gabby here's the... also, monks are as well, to be fair. Gabby goes for conversions, but she doesn't know Faith is in, so she's just, like, never going to get those conversions in. I'm seeing cav upgrades for Target. He's thinking about it. He's got 38 on food. He's got more villagers. He's got more relics. He just can't kill the organ guns. It's just losing so many monks, man. Oh, it's painful. Are we ever going to see a unit out of this stables, Target? He's waiting for full upgrades before he does anything. He's dealing with a lot of the organs. There is this to worry about on the left. It still doesn't seem like Gabby even noticed this. Target is doing everything but produce out of his stables right now. And finally, we get the light cav upgrade and finally a couple light cav. But again, like, you make a light cav for the monks because you don't want to donate conversions. You need a lot of light cav to kill the organ still. I still think Target's got this one, guys. He's gonna castle this side. Gabby can't do anything about that. And Target's been able to get such a good economy here, despite losing 35 vills. And we'll still move out occasionally, get some conversions, but like, this is not an area Gabby can focus on. I think for the first time in a long time, she'll have to make trebs. She's now getting stables up. She's thinking about light cav because all she's seen is monks. But Target's food eco is so good right now. He's got 55 on food. And yeah, that castle will complete. More monks go down for Target. Oh, God. How many monks did he make this game? I think he might have made like 100. I'm trying to do the math on it right now. He's got 118 deaths. 119 deaths. He lost 34 vills. It's close to 100 monks. The Target doesn't even need the main battles anymore. Trebuchets are coming on the left. He's going to send the light cav all the way over there. More town centers. More eco for him. Defensive castles. This economy is amazing. Gabby's got to kill him. Gabby needs siege. Gabby needs to storm Target's base somehow. And kill him. But she can't. She doesn't have what she needs right now. And she's about to find out the hard way. Here come the light cav with full armor. This is what Target was waiting for. And Target can... Both players are going to lose monks here, but Target will just patrol in. Light cav will kill off some organ guns. Like we said, though, they're not that good against the organs. They're mainly good against the monks. But there's eco to spam. There's light cav on this side. The trebs are moving in. Gabby only has 77 villagers. And Target turns this one around. That looked so bad for him, dude. That looked so bad for him. I thought this was over, but he held on. He played into the monk defense. He got his castle up, and he got to imp, and then he expanded his eco like a crazy person behind it. That was an amazing turnaround. That was sick. I respect the push from Gabby. I mean, ultimately, she needed better conversions in Castle Age. I think she probably missed out on the devotion upgrade. But, like, when you go for an attack like that, your eco is so bad. So you have to constantly kill, kill, kill. And Target just was able to expand his eco, build the defensive castle, and somehow stabilize. That was really cool. I did not feel like a very winnable game for a while there. Well, we get what we want. We'll get the game 5. I told you this series was going to be sick. Gabby's aggression, Target's defense. Gabby had a 3.23 KD in that game, but Target had a 3.19 conversion D. So it's like KD, landslide, CD, landslide, and then Eco, Target ahead. So had so much more economy than Gabby. That was so funny. Damn. And Gabby, of course, you could tell she's much faster, but Target's one of the slowest players we have at a high level, and he just gets the job done. Let's go, 2-2. So the Incas, we've seen it a couple times now. There's this build where players are going for the early barracks and lots of militia. And the idea is you make so many militia, you make them so quickly that the opponent isn't really able to wall it out. Now, Target, it's game 5, bro. It's game 5. He's going to try and steal the boar. He thought about it, but Gabby was pushing in the deer. Gabby's boar is running away from her right now, and the eagle almost always comes forward in this scenario to stop the deer push. So the eagle was forward to do that. The boar ended up being on the front, and Gabby's going to have to chase that down. That is really bad for her. She wants a fast feudal here, most likely. And also, she is sneaking her wood line because she knows those militia could eventually come. This also helps Target's build because Target needs food for this build order. This is a big deal. But it is also the correct idea from Gabby not to counter lane. You can recover with enough food if you push in deer right now. You could still probably be okay. If you try and counter lane, you're probably not going to make it in time. You're probably not going to get lucky. And then you've just wasted time. So, I mean, there's no boar on the front for Target. His boar would be way on the back. So, good move from Gabby to understand that trying to counter lane is just not a possibility here. But yeah, that was cool from Target. Target sat there. He was like, wait a second. He didn't go for it right away. But then I think he picked up on the fact that a deer was gone and that Gabby was probably pushing one. Gabby obviously didn't know the eagle was there either, so she couldn't turn around and come back. But yeah, this is so much easier for Target now because he'll essentially have 3 boars. And the militia are already on the way. And he is going to be hunting to find the wood line, but also can prevent the deer from being pushed. Hey, you have that eagle there? I mean, Gabby can kill that eagle because the eagle's weak from the lane, but not when a militia's here. So now you just can't take the deer at all if you're Gabby. And guys, what do you do when you're going to be pressured like this? You want a Dark Age farm or 2. But for a Dark Age farm or 2, you need wood. Now, will Target go the right direction? He doesn't have the scouting intel. Oh, man. He's going this way. He's going this way. The wood line's over here. This is some precious time for Gabby. She did build a house here, by the way. And part of the thinking is that you can always hide inside the houses as the Khmer. I wouldn't even care about that if I'm Target. I would just attack the house then. Take down the house. If you're making 6 militia, you'll melt the house. Gabby is still trying to push in the deer. But Target hasn't found anything yet. Hasn't found the wood line. Will he find it here? Ooh, the militia goes down to the TC. Target hasn't found anything over here. Okay, backstory. There's a player named Turs who is on Target's team. They likely train together, and Turs would sneak to these wood lines with the Khmer. So I think Target might be, if he encountered that, he might be looking for that now, assuming that that is what is happened here. Because that was a cool little counter strat. Yeah, he's 100% looking for that. Turs, you've screwed up Target here, man. Why'd you train with him? You're such a mean guy. Here come the Targets, like really confused right now. Okay, now he finds it. But now, as Turs apologizes in chat, now you only have 2 militia. Like now you didn't commit to more production. And now Gabby's actually kind of okay. Gabby's also pushing in the final deer here. Gabby has enough food to go Feudal Age, and Gabby's on the way up. So this Drush, game 5, with all the things that could have happened, did not do enough. Look at Gabby, either side of the militia, surrounding them. And the militia, yeah, the militia aren't going to contribute much now. That's really cool from Gabby. I like the lumber camp here. I like that a lot. I guess she didn't have time to even find this wood line. She might have considered it. But just being over there, it makes all the difference. And her scout also keeping track of this right now. So obviously, you're up against infantry. You're going to want to go for archers. Really surprised. We didn't look at Target's base at all, but I'm really surprised he doesn't have the food to click up. Looks like he's dropping off. And all right, he will be up. So that's not too bad. He still only has 23 bills. Well, Gabby will want archers. Incas have cheap skirms then. And then Gabby will probably want to go archers into scouts. Target will want to stay full spears and full skirms because both of them are cheap for the Incas. And be as annoying as possible. But I really like the adaptations here from Gabby. I really like the adaptations from Target too. I like the lame. I like he's making more militia now. Scout for Gabby adds very little value to anything. There's the archer range for her. That's a pretty big timing difference. Gabby goes into the house and out of the house to attack. Target runs away. This army's also pretty weak. I don't think Gabby should do anything with this army. Gabby should go forward. And Gabby hasn't seen the additional militia yet. Maybe she did, though. There is one walking through the middle. Yeah, and Gabby will see that one, too. So Gabby knows that maybe you do have to deal with this group now as quickly as possible because it will be 4. And yeah, 1 is weak in there, but like man-at-arms is still a viable option. Gabby's scout will survive for now. But again, mainly just a scout. Can't actually attack now. Fast archer range from Target. He knows it's an archer range opening. They're both playing really good right now. Really sharp. Loser is silver. 10K league, that's still exciting. They're both going to be great there. But winner moves on to another series, which they could win, potentially, and goes to the 25K gold league. So they would have that chance. Target has those skirms waiting. The archers never really moved out. Not yet, anyways. Gabby's waiting for fletching, which is tough to get to. She doesn't have that much food income, but it seems just perfect. Honestly, with the fletching timing and Gabby's micro, she could kill off the skirms. She could kill off the man-at-arms as well. Let's see. Her scout's looking around right now. Doesn't see too much. But doesn't need to see too much. And we'll see this army here. Honestly, if Target gets fletching right now, really bad for Gabby. Gabby actually needs to use her fletching advantage. She has to use her fletching advantage and hope the opponent doesn't have a blacksmith up yet. Yeah, here we go. We'll see fletching is in. And look at Gabby's micro. Taking down that skirm. Quick and easy. Woodline needs to be protected, though. There's only one house. There's only one house. So you only fit 5 villagers in each house, but she rotates the other ones out. Okay, she will lose 1. She kills all the skirms. Now she kills the eagle. Now she'll kill the man-at-arms. That's not horrible for Gabby. But obviously not horrible for Target either, because Gabby's eco is super idle right now. Gabby's going to need another woodline. And she's going to need another woodline fast. But yeah, the archers are there. I'd love to see the archers continue this way. Go to the outside right now. I mean, Target might at the very least expect that. I think Target needs a tower here on the woodline so he can still go forward. And then he needs a wall from this edge to the TC. You protect the gold because you cannot tower it, and you protect the woodline. But these archers have a decision to make. Gabby doesn't know exactly where to go. She's making more scouts. She's making archers. She's making more houses here, too, if this gets bad. T90, who gets more money? Last place in gold or first place in bronze? But it's not even close. Last place in gold. Not even close. There shouldn't be a way. There's very unique scenarios where technically last place in an upper league could make slightly less than first place in a lower league, but it's going to be very different this time. Yeah, not even a close comparison, right? Great scout follow-up from Gabby. I think Target is not aware the archers are moving to the outside. He is towering. And so the archers are moving this way. He's gone to stone to get another tower, but the timing on this is critical. Gabby's going to want the wood, but she'll see the tower, and she can just take these vills. You get to the other side of them to block them from getting to the TC. Okay, she's going to get 1. She might and should get 2. She does get 2. Now, she also has scouts here. She also has archers. The scouts are weak, though, and there's eagles in the mix now for target. But, yeah, the gold's an issue. Yeah, so, like, the tower's great. I think he was getting enough stone for another tower on the gold. But a wall from that edge to the TC could have done wonders for target here. Another villager snipe for Gabby. But, like, you can be kind of mindless with the Incas. Their units are so cheap. It's just random spears, random skirms, random eagles, and it's tough to engage into. The scout archer micro needs to be perfect. Gabby actually gets to run away here now. Gabby's wood line isn't the best here. It's 15 on that wood line. I think this is actually where a mill on the berries could be helpful for some extra food. And hold up a second. Target's looking. Target should see the tower. And if he sees the tower, he should go to the wood line. Also, Gabby is counterattacking with the scouts. Because there should be defensive skirms from Target, and there are. Both players are going to take some crazy damage here. I don't know how Gabby protects her wood line, guys. Was counterattack the right play? She has no potential for a tower here. Meanwhile, Gabby kills 2 villagers, though, and takes down the skirms. That army can move around. And Gabby is going to fight back with the villagers. She's lost 1. She doesn't have many scouts here, though, and that's a lot of skirms. And you need like 4 scouts here and you can clear this. The villagers are needed. The villagers are getting some decent hits. There's more scouts here. No upgrades on them, but they are here. Plus there's the vills. Gabby's going to attack from both sides. Gabby has the army here. Target's still losing villagers. He's so focused on the micro right now in a fight that he's losing that he's still sending villagers to the gold on this side. I mean, Gabby's still looking there. The multitasking is there. Gabby's archers are staying alive. Gabby will clear this. 28 kills for Gabby. 11 deaths. She'll take another spear that was coming in, which means the scouts could take the rest. And Target just can't keep up with her. Just can't keep up with the multitasking here. I mean, still off of golds. Still losing army here. And we could have another player who is formerly golds not make it back. If Gabby can continue this right now. This is so well executed. The archers and scouts will move away. Pulling the vills there was so good. She did such a good job. And I think Target's rattled now. Another kill for Gabby. Another kill for Gabby. He just cannot compete on an open map against her. And honestly, a lot of people can. We knew this was going to be the narrative of the series, is that on the open maps, Gabby was going to send it. It was just that Shoals game, the closed maps, was Gabby going to be able to compete with Target. I mean, Gabby's eco is looking really good now after the villager kills. Still not on the way to Castle Age. These archers could get sniped. But now she's in the middle, and we're just seeing individual spears and individual skirms getting sniped. The archer range position is in a super awkward location, so you can't get skirms back home. I think a tower on the gold real fast for Target would be good. And I know Gabby, so these archers will run away, and a scout's going to come over here and clear up those skirms in a second. She's actually going to wall in the archer range. That is so unnecessary, but I love it. It's game 5 energy, dude. That's so good. That's so funny. That could be archers. Like, I guess it can't be archers because he's been off of gold for so long. But Gabby doesn't mind losing a few vills. Yeah, now the skirms have to stay. Like we said, the scout comes to this side. Now she's going back with the archers again, guys. She's playing so good. Like, I had a pretty good idea of many of these players and how many hours they put in. Gabby's put in a ton of prep time and practice for this. Her elo's at an all-time high. She's been taking the ladder more seriously. Like, she's really been on the grind for this. And she's going to mop up this fight as well. The scouts have forging. The scouts have armor. It's not even close. This is before the other army comes in. And the archer range will be walled up. So, like, these units that are trying to hop out that are just going to die anyways. They're... Well, okay, they're trapped in there by the mill. Just brutal KD for Gabby. And Target. 11 farms. No army. Panic tower now. But Gabby's on the way to Castle Age. Gabby comes over onto the stone now. Just so much military all the time. Guys, she was lamed. She lost her boar. She had to run fast feudal on the back of that against a Drush. Like, there's so many things that could have gone wrong. And she just managed it. That was so good from Gabby. And she wins the series 3-2. Hell of a series. That's what this bracket's all about. Hell of a series. That was so good. Really happy for Gabby. Obviously, bummed for Target because Target would want to get back to gold. I think Gabby's going to have a mountain to climb to even get to gold herself. We'll talk about that here in a second. But, yeah, I mean, Target will be in Silver League. 10K Silver League, still great opportunity for him. I think he'll be a tough opponent there, particularly in the group stage format and play all threes. I think he will be very consistent and most likely always snag a win or two in every series, which is really important there. But on the more open maps, it is really tough to deal with Gabby. And that's exactly what she did to FedEx, who's also more of a closed map, solid strategy player. And that's, I was pretty sick here against Target. And honestly, the game that Target will regret the most is the Shoals game, because that was his home map, right? That was the masterpiece for Gabby here in this series. She went with her last pick Koreans, beat first pick Malay. She would have probably just expected to win her home maps, but being able to win on Shoals was the difference maker. And it was a shaky start too. Like, the first game was really rough for Gabby. She got like a disastrous start, right? She lost the villagers to the boar. She had no eco upgrades. So she had to really de-rust fast and turn it around. So really fun player to watch. So the reason I say Gabby might still end up being silver is because there's a perceived hierarchy in AoE 2 when you look at high-level players, but also when you look at certain countries, right? And Gabby's from Brazil. There's a lot of really good players who have been good for a very long time in Brazil. And Gabby will be up against Fire. And Fire has been like one of the guys in Brazil for a really long time. And while I think he can be beaten, and I think, again, Gabby's style can give him problems, Fire is really solid. And the thing is, Fire, I think, is he is a defensive open map player. His weakness against aggression is not like Target's. I think Fire will be much tougher to kill. So we'll see. I would say Fire is the favorite there, but obviously we'll be rooting for Gabby to see if she can take it down. Whoever wins that series ends up in gold. Whoever loses, of course, ends up in silver. So that'll be a really fun set. And all our sets are now locked and loaded, guys. All our sets are locked and loaded. So let's break it down. Miguel Manos. Winner moves on to golds. Miguel looking to get back to golds. Manos looking to get there for the first time. Wide looking to get back to golds. Wide looks insanely good. Deeker has talent, but Bad Koala was not in his best shape there. I think this would be a true test for Deeker. I would say Wide is the favorite in that series. Blue and Turs. What a fun matchup here. Blue taking down the #1 seed, Say My Name. I mean, that was already a great result for him. Now he probably feels like he could probably take down Turs. I think Niaz was the more accomplished player in the lower part of the bracket. Turs beat him. So, like, both those guys had some upsets there. I think I might have Turs as my slight favorite in that one, but that should be really close. Obviously, we know Gabby against Fire because we just talked about it. Sora Kuma against Stark. Dude, what a series. I mean, I think Sora is the favorite. Sora Kuma is the favorite. Sora Kuma has done so much in tournaments recently. He's younger. He's much improved. But he lost 3-2 last time against Wide. Like, he has that history in his head where he didn't make it to gold last time. And Stark has done so much in tournaments for years. And Stark has a killer mindset. Stark also can kill giants. He's pulled off upsets too. So, like, that's a banger set right there. Jordan Cumbito. I was not really that excited for this group because I thought Jordan was just going to clap everybody. And he did so far. But Cumbito's level against Ozone was insane, guys. It was insane. Like, I was sitting there like, wow. Like, I think this guy could actually give Jordan some problems. If he could play like he did against Ozone. It was a genuinely insane play from him. He's so fast. He seemed well prepped. Clearly playing practice sessions. So I think Jordan's the favorite there. But still, that was insanely well played from him. Antagonist Uzi, also a good one. I think Antagonist is the favorite. I think the fact that he's 1 seed is not like a lie. But Uzi's well prepped. Uzi's good on every type of map too. So look out for that one. And then the final one. This one's the one I'm like, I'm not sure. Like, this group's interesting. Dudazu beat you Pudding. Banger set. And, you know, Dudazu's just like classic tournament energy player, kind of like Gabby. It just goes crazy YOLO. I could see Chart struggling against the YOLO plays. Dudazu's genuinely insane. His ELO's way lower than everybody else, but in tourneys, he's a killer. So, I mean, Chart's like 2,700 ELO, but he doesn't play as many tournaments. He doesn't have that experience. And I don't know, like, is Chart ready for whatever Dudazu's going to bring to the table? I don't know, man. I don't know. So, it'll be fun. It'll be fun. So, yeah, we're doing... I don't know the exact schedule yet, but we're doing 2 sets on Thursday, 2 sets on Friday, 2 sets on Saturday, 2 sets on Sunday. We are going to aim to do as many live sets as possible, but with player time zones, unlikely we get them all as live. So if the players play privately, I'll cast them as Rex. Obviously, no spoilers and anything, so it's essentially the same with no delays. So